leather gloves, we're slapping in hams. Popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands. Pink cotton candy, love on a stick. Was chasing the beer that circled the lips. Play ball, play ball. Roll up the bases and smack it right over the wall.
Play ball.
Play ball.
Soon. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Laughter Saves Lives
Live!
Here on Strong Island Television in Paradise Studios in beautiful downtown Massapequa, New York.
And today's show is brought to us by Barasch and McGarry, lawyers for the 9/11 community. Yes.
Thank you, Michael Barasch, for your support. You're our biggest sponsor, and we really appreciate it.
Yes.
Before we get into the funny, I do the funny and Richie does the pauses in between.
Right.
Before we get into that, I just wanted to mention on a serious note, we have our backdrop, which is my old firehouse in Queens, where we lost 19 members on 9/11. And this week, in the last few days, we lost 5 guys to 9/11 cancer. 5 within the last few days. So we just wanted to remember them tonight through laughter. We're gonna have a few laughs. These guys always made us laugh in the firehouse, but just wanted to remember them. And maybe we'll get their names by the end of the night if Butch doesn't have them. We're going to post them on the Laughter Saves Lives website this week. Yeah. Butch, just shake your head up and down to that, right? We'll post them this week. Thank you. So, 2 weeks we haven't been here because last week we had a show together, which I didn't go to because my dad fell. Yeah. Right? My dad fell. Right. When I don't want to do a show, that's my new line, by the way. My dad fell.
I hear you.
So
but you'll be happy to know without you, the show was a huge success.
I knew it would be.
Hilarious.
I knew it would be. But my dad fell again, and I was up there. And let me tell you something about the hospitals in Pennsylvania, where he is.
Great,
He was private rooms, clean. Everybody's nice and wonderful. And I'm thinking, I should move up here. I'm getting older. Because if he would have fell in Queens, do you know what I went through? You'd
that night? You'd still be sitting in the room now.
Even when he fell, when I took him to Long Island a few months ago, we were 35 hours in the ER. Wow. 35 hours. And so thank you to all the nurses and doctors up there who were so wonderful. Even the cafeteria food
was good.
Was delish. Was delish. Wow. I actually did a good deed.
What'd you do?
This one girl went to the register with a bottle of water, and they couldn't ring it up on the one register. They couldn't use the scanner. Right. So she went, forget it. And she sat back down. I got up to the register, and I did the typical Johnny O. You know me, I big tip and everything. I got up to the register, and I said, hey, get that bottle of water. It's on me. Rang it up, walked over to the girl.
But she had already given it to her for free.
No. She was with her friends.
What was this? Forget it.
She said, forget about it. Like, I'm not waiting until you ring it up on the other register.
So she stole it.
No, she left it at the register.
Oh, she left it at the register.
The audience is heckling you.
I get you. Yes.
Even the audience is going, Rich, listen to that man.
It's just monotone. It's hard to
I know. There's so much fluff in my conversations. He has a hard time. I don't blame him. It's like my family. I'm talking and my family just walks to another room. It's just, they just leave.
Yeah.
So let me finish the story. So I bought the bottle of water. I walked over with that, little Queens, Brooklyn strut, because they're up in Allentown. They didn't know that strut. I said, hey, were you looking to buy a bottle of water? She said, yeah. I said, yeah, I bought it for you. It's my good deed for the day. Right. She goes, oh, my God. Right?
Is there a roofie in it? Like, isn't that weird?
I don't think she asked for the roofie.
Oh, she didn't?
Oh, you mean she was questioning. Oh. Yeah. So anyway, thank you to everybody up there. I bought, oh, my God, look how big I am on the screen. I bought my Christmas lights. I have disposable lights. Yeah. I'm the worst. Like, I take them down, and they're all knots, and then I throw them in the garbage. Or the next year I take up. So my wife wanted all blue. She wants all blue this year.
Like
a new
for Hanukkah.
Larokia theme.
You're Hanukkah. You're Jewish this year.
Is Hanukkah blue?
That's Jewish, yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Well, now, all I got to get is the menorah. I'll get a menorah, put it out front, and confuse everybody on my block. Because everybody knows that the Larokias decorate.
And you are
lingual,
religious,
national.
Religious,
what am I? Bilingual,
religious. You're
polar,
Jewish and Catholic. See, we celebrate the.
What do you celebrate?
The Rudolph the
You're
Red-Nosed
Jew.
Reindeer
You're partially
season.
Jewish.
But we always had a Christmas tree in the house. So
Why?
I wanted one when I was a kid.
So everybody's Jewish now, but you have a Christmas tree? Like everybody's Jewish?
My mother was Jewish. My father was German Catholic.
Okay, there's still there's people
Is
in your
there
house.
such a thing? Roman Catholic, right?
Wrong. Yeah. I asked you, people in your house, who lives with you still? Your wife?
Now,
Right now.
my wife and kids. Right.
Thank you.
And
Are
we
they
put up a
any of
Christmas
them
tree.
Jewish?
No, we don't celebrate either.
Oh. All right. So I'm not. Yeah. Oh, hey, Tor. All right.
Do you
So
go to church?
good
on
morning
Christmas?
from Norway. We've never had a guest from Norway.
Wow.
Holy crap! Stop
Tor
the presses.
Jacobson, look at that.
Tor.
And
Tor-
good morning, yeah.
Oh,
He's way ahead of us.
You know what, Tor? I think they forgot some letters in your first name. I got to be honest. T-O-R. What do
It's
you think?
refreshing to listen
didn't
to
spell-
two normal amateurs.
American.
Oh, Americans.
We can't see because the camera's in the way.
To stop watching Fox News. We agree with you.
We agree,
Yeah.
Tor. We don't do any politics
Thank
here.
you so
In
much.
fact, we don't do anything intelligent. There's no intelligence. That's why we bring on
Yeah.
guests, right?
We are what you call, like in your country,
Hello, John.
American slobs.
American idiots.
Idiots.
Idiots. But thank you for joining us. And this, our
Patrick.
biggest fan.
Patrick.
And I think, Patrick, I saw 4 tickets for the gala on Friday. I think he's coming from Jersey.
Look at that.
From Jersey he's
we get
coming.
to meet him.
We draw. We did meet him. He was on the show sitting next to you.
Yeah.
I hope you weren't here that week.
Oh,
came
yeah,
on the show.
yeah, I know. He was sitting next to me.
Right next to you.
Yes, that's right.
So when my dad was in the hospital up there, I'm bad at sitting for a long time.
Right.
So I go out, I do some exercise in the parking lot, I bring my weights. I get to sit like this looking around because I'm always doing a little workout, a little pickleball maybe, right?
Right.
So I walk around the parking lot or whatever, and on the way back one night to the hotel, I stopped in Stroudsburg, and there's a lovely main street, like an old-time main street. It's a college town up there, and I stopped in a bookstore. Now, it's the first time I've been in a bookstore since the 3rd grade. Like, I don't read books. But I went in because I have to read to my grandson's class coming up, and I said to them, now this is books, like an old store, books hanging off the shelves, thousands of books, right? So I walked in, and the lady knew immediately that I didn't read. I was an idiot.
Do not like green eggs and ham.
She didn't have that. So I walked in, and I said to her, listen, I need a book, 3rd grade. I want something a little funny that I can read to his class. Thousands of books. She goes,
Looks you
Then
up
she
and
starts
down.
touching. Oh, no. So I go, ma'am, I just did a children's book. He's about 9 years old. Anything. So I ended up buying 2 books. Because they're chapter books. I can't read them, but I brought him back. He was all excited because it's a little squirrel that's also like in a PI, private investigator.
A squirrel.
Yeah.
That's good.
I got. By the way, I always make the announcement because I'm tripping on my words a little bit. I am on Adderall today. It's HIPAA. I just did HIPAA again?
Are you good
Shoot,
on
I'm
the
sorry.
Adderall or bad on the Adderall?
I'm good most days on the Vyvanse. Hello, Johnny L is doing stuff for the whole neighborhood. Yes,
It's
HIPAA,
more
right?
what you. It doesn't matter.
It does matter. I can't divulge
You can
medical
talk about
information.
yourself. It's not a violation of HIPAA if you talk about yourself.
You've known me for how long? The
Too
HIPAA
long.
joke is because I know it's not supposed to be about myself, but I say HIPAA because I think it's funny. I don't need
I
your
still don't
head
get the
coming
joke.
into the screen and going, you can talk about yourself. And I know that. It's the joke.
Every week he says HIPAA, and I have no idea what he's talking about. That's an insurance company?
No. HIPAA stands for, what does HIPAA stand for? Hospital?
You asking us?
Hospice?
Well, I'm not asking you, but you seem to have answered a lot of
Butch,
questions.
what is HIPAA?
For an audience member.
It's amazing.
Something
Privacy
privacy
Act.
That,
something.
there you go. It's a healthy privacy. I can't divulge. Like every time you're not here, we actually tell people you have a rash when you're not here. That's why you couldn't.
Oh,
make-
you
Now,
can't, but if I'm here, we could talk
No,
about
no,
it.
not if you don't want us to divulge it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you do get a lot of rashes, so we.
If HIP is paying for it.
No, HIPAA is not an
doctors
insurance
can't,
company.
I'm telling you.
HIPAA is not an insurance. HIPAA is just a law. A law.
Oh.
It's a law.
God.
Like, nurses can't divulge their patients' private
Look at that.
information.
I learned something today.
You really did.
Did you ever hear of it before?
Of
You can buy a
course.
handicap ticket to a concert, and no one can ask you what's your handicap, and you can walk straight up just like that.
Right. Oh, that.
Oh, they'll know
that
what his
we do
handicap
already.
is.
That
They'll
we do
know
already.
when he walks in right away. They'll know what his handicap is. How much
do
time
that.
we have left? Oh my God! Seems like we've been
Wow,
up here an
show's
hour.
over in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, we did a great show, a challenge on Friday night.
Oh.
Cathedral prep, nuns, priests, teenagers.
4 priests
Right
sitting
up
at the front table.
And the guy running the show said, "Oh, you guys got to be clean." He called me on the phone how many times. He goes, "You got to be effing clean." No, he
Can I
didn't
say one
it.
thing? Can I say one thing?
Yes.
So on the way there, John
Yes.
goes, "We have to be clean." The guy
Right.
called me 3 times already.
No,
It's got to be
more
clean.
than 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we walk in the door. Here comes the guy with a suit, and he goes, "Listen, it's got to be clean. It's got to be clean." Right now, I set up the light like this. I'm walking back. He goes, "Come here." I go, "What?" I go, "If you're gonna tell me it has to be clean, I'm gonna walk right out of here, right now." He goes, "No, it has to be clean." I go, we know it has to be clean. I've never heard, in 30 years doing comedy, I've never heard somebody tell me it has to be clean
So many times.
much. Could you imagine what the show must have been like last year for him to be going?
That's the problem. They never had a comedy show before. They used to have
But
the
the
nuns.
best-
you know what they had before? The nuns singing Sound of Music songs. That's what
That
they've
was
had
nice.
last year.
Oh.
So we had to follow that. The hills are alive with the sound of Richie. We could do that. Well, no, here's the funny part now.
Yeah.
Richie starts
Is there?
doing a joke, which is a long joke, but it's very funny and has a few. But the ending is a little dirty. It's dirtier than he would have liked. Definitely, am I right?
What
You
joke
know the
is-
joke.
No, I
The
don't.
spinning finger joke.
I never did it that night.
You did so. You did. You ended with cotton candy. Yeah. So he starts doing the joke,
Right.
and I'm like, "Oh my God, what is he doing?"
Yeah.
And
I changed the ending.
I start lighting him. And he.
Okay, so let me say, in my act,
Yeah.
so people home know, I tell them what the diagnosis was.
Can we say it on the air?
No, I don't.
Bobby might bleep us.
Right. I don't want to say it on the air, but and it's clean.
filthy.
It's medicinal. What's the word I'm looking for?
Dirty.
So anyway, so here's what happens. I change it that a guy asked me to work a carnival and I was doing a cotton candy machine
sweating
and
my
my thumb.
petunias off.
But
I'm sweating my petunias off.
Yeah, and I changed it and I had 4 priests. One priest sitting with his backwards on the chair like this, loving everything. I could have got away with anything. I think. with that.
The best thing, and I've told people all week, and then we'll break.
Wait.
the-
Good. Well, on this night, do you remember what
you,
happened?
you are cutting me off like I do to you every
I
week.
get in, I do 10 minutes. I have to do 30
Oh,
minutes.
yeah.
Great. I'm doing great. 10 minutes. And what happens?
It's
There's
him.
200 people.
It's him on the mic.
100. Oh, that was another thing. This
Ladies
was
and
a
gentlemen,
disaster.
Richie's up there killing. Ladies and gentlemen, we just put out the dessert.
And 150 out
Get
of
up,
200
turn
all
their
get
back
up
to
and go
Richie.
to dessert bar in the back.
I felt bad.
Except the priests
Right.
and the front, few
Right.
tables.
They
They
were nice.
stayed. They showed respect.
And you killed that night. You were so funny. So funny. I never knew you could be funny. So
Before you go to break down, take a look at your phone. Your names are there.
all right.
Oh, thank you.
All right, thank you. It's always nice to break in the middle of the show and look at your phone. I thought we had 5 days.
That's what
All right.
Jimmy Fallon does.
So
Same thing.
the show ends. I'm in the lobby with the 2 priests and Artie, who ran the show, and people are leaving. And, at the end of the show, they're going home. So and people go, "Oh, what a nice show! Oh, what a great night!" So I'm going, "Wow!" All of a sudden, here comes this 80-year-old woman walking right at me. She goes, "You know what? I find comedy shows offensive. I think they're disgusting. But tonight's show was wonderful."
Right.
And I looked at the priest, I looked at Artie, and I went, right? We did it. We did it.
I had one guy come up to me after that show in the lobby and
here
he
we
goes,
go.
"This was such a nice switch
Here we go.
from having professional entertainers."
And we went, All right, we're gonna go to break, and we're gonna be back with our doggy grooming people, Magetta and Chris.
Magetta.
Magetta.
Yes. And
If you spent time downtown on 9/11 or in the 8 months after, you were exposed to toxic air and may be eligible for compensation from the $10 billion 9/11 Victim Fund. But most people who qualify still haven't claimed what they're entitled to.
I worked downtown. I didn't die. I was an office worker. I felt like there were others who deserved the money more than I did.
A major reason people haven't claimed the money they're due is guilt. They feel guilty claiming funds when others died or were first responders.
I heard there were 9/11 funds, but because I wasn't a first responder, I did not apply.
You do not have to be a first responder to qualify. This fund was created for everyone who worked, lived, or attended school south of Canal Street, who may have experienced or have experienced respiratory illness or any of the 68 cancers linked to the toxins. Even if you have a family history of cancer, there is a presumption linking most cancers to the toxins.
I thought it was too late to make a claim. My spouse worked downtown at a bank and died of cancer. Honestly, I just haven't felt up to it.
The government's $10 billion Victim Fund and Health Program have been permanently extended. You just need to have been below Canal Street on 9/11 or at any time in the following 8 months. To see if you qualify, call or go to 911fund.com to speak to a representative of Barasch and McGarry, lawyers for the 9/11 community.
There are many reasons people who are eligible for compensation are not stepping up to claim it. To those who are holding back, I would say just take the first step. Ask for help. Make the call. It's not too late.
I called and I qualified.
I qualify.
I qualify.
Millions of dollars remain unclaimed. You do not have to be seriously ill to qualify.
You work hard.
It's really just a mess. Hey, we're back with Left to Saves Lives. Live! Son of a guns.
Oh, you two missed it.
You
Okay.
that's the live. Hit us with the live. Left to Saves Lives.
Live.
Live. Sorry, I'm a little slow.
You just wanted to everybody to hear you
I
live.
want to be unique.
She's
Yes,
on
Butch
Czechoslovakian
sent me the firefighters that passed away this week. It was Thomas Ryan, John Connolly, Anthony Mastrelli, and Lawrence Murphy. Rest in peace, my brothers. And it just goes back to what we're doing with Laughter Saves Lives. We're remembering these guys and also the guys that were lost on 9/11 through laughter, raising money from really cool charities and individuals. So Friday night, be there Friday night, Massapequa American Legion. We're basically sold out. But we have a few seats that we could squeeze you in over there, over here. So if you want to come, let me know. But online ticket sales, shut down. Shut down.
Look at that. Put my name on it. Look what happens.
Yep.
All right.
So
we have great guests.
We
tonight.
do. They're right here.
It's unbelievable.
Shouldn't we bring them in like the Tonight Show? Shouldn't they walk in? No, right? We always have them seated.
Rolling.
Should we roll in or something?
The show's only an hour long.
True.
But here
Why don't you bring them in?
We have
Magetta and Chris Elias.
They have their own mobile
pet grooming.
Mobile pet grooming.
But you guys are separate or together?
We're competition.
You're competition.
Oh, you are?
No, I'm only.
No, you work together.
Oh,
But I mean,
yeah.
you have your own trucks.
The truck is the Rough Life.
Oh, I love that.
And we have Chris Elias and Magetta. Jefferson. Yes.
However you
Now,
like it.
And then you know how I met Magetta? Playing pickleball.
Oh.
Pickleball. Hey, Bobby, before we get into that, can we just do a quick pickleball segment with Magetta? Hit it, throw it.
What's your face?
Throw it.
I am. Hold
Up.
on. 1, 2, 3 now.
All right. Laughter Saves Lives pickleball team. We are in 8th place. We're 9-6. We had a good week with Bridget Kavanaugh. We went 4-1, so we're playing some good teams next week. We're having a good season. Back to our groomers. So now let's start with Chris, if you don't mind. Chris, how did you get started in this business? And tell us a little bit about what you actually do.
So we have a mobile dog grooming company.
Cool.
It started 8 years ago. My wife at the time, my girlfriend.
She's Czech.
She's Czech.
So your wife and your girlfriend got
Yes,
together on
yeah,
this business. They get along very well. That's nice. That's very
Emily
nice.
is Czech.
Emily is Czech,
Emily is Czech.
That's
Czech.
why we get along.
That's why they get along.
Oh, she's Czech. Oh, you mean she's Czechoslovakian?
Czechoslovakian,
Oh, I
yes.
thought you said
Hello.
Emily Czech. Yeah. That's what she's Czech.
So she was working in corporate and have extensive business background.
Mm-hmm.
So she wanted to get out of the corporate world. So I helped her start a mobile dog grooming company as a hobby for herself and get out of corporate and just kind of run her
Now, when
own
you say
truck.
as a hobby, did you? Maybe this is too personal. HIPAA. No, maybe this is too personal. Did you need the money, the income? Or you say a hobby, but did she want to make money at this?
Yes, she was making
big money,
almost $100,000 at PetSmart, just being a regular groomer, and that's unheard of. So, you know, she wanted to get out of corporate, and if that was what she was making in corporate, working for corporate, that means the potential's 10x anywhere else.
Exactly.
So let's get out, let's get you on your own, and let's figure it out.
You know what's really cool? And I always say, you know, I want to start my own business. Yeah, I'm too chicken, but start your own business. You had the business background first.
Extensive.
I think a lot of people go into business, like, say your wife didn't have...
She wouldn't.
Right, she was
But if
grooming.
she did, she would have, you know, a difficult time.
Right, because I'm a groomer. I want to start a grooming business. You need that business.
You have to have both to work, because I'm not a groomer, so I could
Right.
think it's the best business model in the
Right.
world, and I could become successful, but if I can't do it, then it doesn't work.
I don't groom myself well either.
Together, it works. So we put it together.
Okay.
We got a van. She got a helper. The helper helped her groom dogs. The helper wanted to be on her own. Got the helper a van. Now she was helpless again, so she had to hire a new helper. The cycle
So
just
how many vans
continued.
you got?
13 vans.
13?
On Long Island, yeah.
You need to find a nice TV show to be a sponsor on. I'm telling you right now, something that's laughter
well,
saves
obviously
lives.
he's doing okay.
He is.
So let me see, 13 vans. You
Yeah.
said she was making 10,000 a year. Wow, good catch, Marquetta.
Oh, wait, no, they're not together.
No.
They're not. Oh, Rich.
I know.
No.
You missed the part, Emily.
You missed the part. You was Czech.
She's Czech also, like
Right.
me, Czechoslovakian.
Oh, is that what you are, Czech?
Now you really, John?
I really never took an interest.
John.
I really.
She's been talking about being Czech for the
No,
last...
now I know she's Czech.
Okay, so what happened with
But
Emily?
anyhow,
Right.
so Emily is Czech. That's how we met. We
Right.
met actually 8 years ago,
Right.
probably, right?
Right.
But Emily's not here. She would be here, but she's in Florida.
I got to tell you something. I know you think I'm old, but I noticed Emily's not here. I did notice that. I know you think I'm old. Let me remind John. John, Emily's not here right now. Oh,
She's in Florida.
Now, what is it? How did you meet?
Florida on
Wait,
the
now
yacht.
you say I'm Italian, you're Czech. We met. Why, when you say she's Czech, that's how we met? Were you like in a Czech club, like a dance club? A Czech?
It kicked off very quickly.
Yeah, because what happened was, when I hear somebody is Czech, I just grab them. Like, I just like that kind
I'm
of
Czech.
like,
I'm Czech.
I'm homesick. I want to have, I miss my family
Right.
so much. So if I hear Czech, I like.
Yeah, it's
them.
like home.
Yeah, so it hits that
I get you.
button.
I get you.
So we started to talk on Facebook, I think, or
Mhm.
some
Yeah,
kind of
Facebook,
social media, because I bought my first truck. He bought his truck. He's suddenly getting the second truck. And I'm still trying to figure out how to run the whole show. And we started to talk more. And his wife, we started to talk. And suddenly, where are you from originally?
No, you met up because
And
your
you're Czech?
dryer
Are you
was
Czech?
broken. No.
What are you?
I'm Egyptian, Greek, and Lebanese.
Oh, my, that is freaking awesome. You are a whole mix there. Richie, what are you, Rich?
Actually, Polish. My mother's
All Polish?
Romanian.
That
Is
makes
that
sense.
Poland?
I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
the worst.
Polish is up from it.
Well, it is Polish.
Rome. It's close
Romanian,
enough.
Polish,
Romanian.
English. I said German, Italian.
I was just looking for credits. I was just looking for two.
Okay. Well, let's hear about their business. I
Yes.
want to hear, what is the wildest animal anybody
Yeah,
ever brought
to
you where
groom.
you were like, I don't know.
So I experienced the wildest was a hamster. He had a goat.
We groom goats. The guy brings a
Yeah.
goat out. And we're like,
Well, you're
okay.
out in Suffolk.
All right. Well, the
And
goat
that was-
sits,
yeah,
right? It just
yeah.
eats your clothing while you.
Pretty much, yeah.
So, do you also do like birds,
I do
beaks,
birds,
things
yeah.
like that?
Rabbits,
So you
yeah.
venture into everything, but not all 13 trucks do all the animals.
No,
right?
no.
Right.
there's only 2 groomers in the company that would do the goats.
What about cats? Cats are the
So
worst.
my wife is an exclusive cat groomer.
Right.
She flies back if she's in Florida because we have we started the business down in Florida also.
Wow.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Look at you.
So do you shave the cats down with that
Yeah,
lion cut and stuff like that?
she's a crazy cat groomer.
Now-
She's
now,
trending on
really
YouTube
great.
with almost 1 million views. Like,
Yeah.
You understand that there's 2 separate businesses sitting here, correct? You
No.
have your own business.
They,
and you have
Yeah.
But they
Yes.
both own the Rough
So
Life
so
vans.
how we met was through like friendship,
Right.
and we both ran.
she had her own business,
mobile
Right.
grooming.
businesses.
Right.
We were
What hap-
competitors,
yeah.
Right.
technically.
And now you're not anymore.
So we became a really great friends.
Right.
And what happened was I merged my mobile business with his,
Right.
and
We joined forces.
Right.
now what I do, I'm starting a holistic pet coaching business. And
Now I know why
she
the
gave up
holistic.
a
I
lot
knew
of-
I saw holistic. So what does that actually mean? Who are you holistically coaching for animals?
I'm trying to.
Whoever wants to pay.
Well, there you go. That's honest. I like that.
I am trying to educate people on food and healthy diets for dogs and cats. I'm trying to kind of make a revolution here.
Do you ever have to sedate animals, or is that holistic?
So
Not
on
to?
mobile truck, we usually don't sedate
No.
anything. It usually happens in animal hospitals.
When
so
you're
we
on
don't.
the mobile van, do you allow people to on that truck to see what you're
For
doing?
insurance reasons,
for
we
insurance
don't.
Oh, I
purposes.
got
We
no
welcome
one's
people.
allowed inside the van.
Yeah, we
There's
welcome
no
people
windows.
to look.
There's nothing.
Right.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
People
Gotcha.
can look.
Yeah,
they
people could get
check.
kind of cool. I know with my dog, my
Well, the problem is
family's
also
crazy.
groomers handle dogs specific ways that
Right,
if you
that may
saw
look-
it, you might think,
Right.
even
Sure.
sometimes we'll get somebody that's like, I saw her grab my dog's chin, and like,
Right.
groomers have to grab your dog's chin. It's just
Right,
part of what
right,
we do.
right.
But they don't.
Really, the main reason is the dog acts so different when the owner is in.
Oh,
the
that's
truck.
true too.
And that's what you're paying for at the end of the day. You're paying for that experience, the one-on-one right outside your house. So
All right, now
you
listen
don't
to
want to be a
this.
man.
We bought, I think it was my idea, so a commercial. Oh, the best dog food or whatever. The little pup ate it, got very sick. My dog in the hospital, and the veteran said it was too fatty for the little pup. But there was nothing said about that, on the bag or anything like that. So even though this food is supposed to be,
Food is not regulated, just so you know.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not regulated.
So that's a good
I
question.
came from the restaurant
Okay.
industry 10 years. So you could package anything, label it anything, and sell it. No one's questioning anything.
All right. So where are you guys allowed to recommend food for you?
Yeah, of course.
I am. Yeah.
So what kind of food should our viewers get for their pooches?
I know a lot of people eat the dry kibble, right?
Right.
It's not a good choice. I totally disagree with that, but
Yeah.
a lot of people
what I
still
hear.
do it. So what I can recommend, you start little by little. If you still consist on feeding kibble, you start with the toppings. You add broccoli, you add chicken broth, add moisture. Any healthy food that is on your table, you can give to your dog. People used to say you cannot feed your dog people's scraps. People's scraps in 1940 was totally different than people's scraps in
Today with the
2000.
chemicals.
Yeah.
I would think they were healthier in 1940, right?
Yes, people used to cook, and pretty much the dog used to eat whatever fell off table.
Right.
There was no pizza, no French fries, no hamburgers falling off the table
Right,
in 1940.
because they finished.
Dry kibble was made in around 1950 after the war because there was revolution. People had nothing to eat. They were looking for scraps, and these companies, Hills, had this brilliant idea. Let's take all the scraps we find and high processes with a high heat. And look, we can make actually money, and that's how it started.
And it could stay longer.
See, my dog gets whatever crap is in the can at Dollar Tree. It actually says on the can, fantastic dog food, but right underneath it says, not for animal consumption. But he loves it.
He loves it, yeah.
No, I'm okay. That's
So,
not true.
I'm gonna pull a Rich Walker.
What?
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Not for you, Rich. For Marquette.
I do it.
I'm pulling a Rich and saying I have a question for you, even though
Oh,
it's
go ahead.
obvious.
Ask your question. Go ahead.
So the question, Marquette, as you were saying, there's very few dry foods that are good for you. I know a lot of you can go to a supermarket now and they have a refrigerator in the pet section where they have all these refrigerated foods. I know they're advertising big time now on television for these foods. Are there any bagged foods, dry foods that are good? I know that a very good friend of the show's, Burt Ward, who played Robin on
I'm looking that up now.
He has everything in his dog food, his dry kibble, is natural. It's all clean. It's all natural. And he's the only one.
Gentle Giants, you heard of that food? It
I
looks
didn't hear about that.
He was Robin on Batman and Robin on the TV show.
I can't see anything that stays good that long in a bag, though, that can be healthy. It's got to be processed.
His isn't, though. We know that his isn't.
Right.
Well, we
This
know
is not processed.
We know
We
what
don't
he
know
said.
what it is.
Yeah, exactly. We know what
He's selling it. But
labeled
Butch,
on
we
the
have
bag.
somebody on who's selling it. What is he going to say?
Right.
But you can look at the ingredients and you see.
Is there a
Right.
third-party lab tested somewhere? That
I think the one thing that I can recommend for you now is if you are feeding your dog dry kibble, any kibble what it is, you really want to flip the back and check the ingredients.
Sure.
You are, and this is what you're looking for. You're looking for protein.
Right.
Chicken, real protein. The second you're gonna read meal, chicken, or
What about
pork meal, it's wrong.
ash?
And you stay away.
Ash. I see that on the dog food. Ash.
I think that's on
I've
the,
seen that
I
before.
think that's on the charcoal briquettes.
I don't know what that is.
So the one thing when you're choosing a food for your dog, you're looking for high quality food, and you check the ingredients. Less ingredients better. Protein, no carbs, no starches. There's no reason your dog needs corn. No, it's.
Now, what
forget it.
about?
It's all
And you can
garbage.
tell
What's
when
this?
your dog eats corn.
What of this?
Yes,
My
you can see
cat
it.
loves high fructose corn syrup. How is that?
Who?
I'm kidding.
All right, let me. Now, I had a question that I've been holding. I have a question I've been holding here.
Yes, you.
And I don't know. You should probably answer this. Okay. I have 2 dogs right now living with me. My daughter's dog, who's a bigger dog, and the little pooch. The larger dog sheds. My wife has some lung issues. Not the best thing. So the dog wears a coat in the house, and not a coat, like a tight shirt. You know, whatever. But he still sheds
Says
a little bit.
laughter saves lives.
What?
It says laughter saves lives.
Everything says laughter. My undies say laughter saves lives. Yeah. So I bought the priest at my church. When he turns around, has the logo.
Go ahead.
So
Back to the question.
the dog.
yeah. So now you know they clean him, they brush. But a dog that sheds that much, is there a way to minimize that?
Yes,
Or?
2 things. You
You
call
get rid of
Chris.
the dog,
No.
See, that's what I think.
or you give me a credit card. One or the other.
2 things you can do.
Yes.
Don't get rid of your dog.
All right,
Listen to
then
Chris.
She's
right.
good. She's good.
The first thing, you have to groom him. So you call Chris, and he's gonna send
How
his
often?
girls as often as you can. You should really brush these kind of dogs daily. You
Daily.
should have the brush and brush
Outside.
and brush. Outside, wherever you want to, in the bathroom, wherever.
Brushing.
Just brush
Daily. Right.
But the second, if your dog sheds like crazy, it's food related.
Interesting. Now that
Wow.
he doesn't shed like crazy, but we don't have a dog that sheds in my house. So when he's there for a few days, it's a big difference. You know, and you know you'll have it on you, whatever. But she's always with the sticky roller thing on the couch, in the bed. You know.
When you brush your hair, you get hair out, right? Not Chris.
Right.
not
No,
Chris.
Chris, what are you eating?
Yeah. What's he doing right or wrong?
I'm minoxidilling, so it's kind of working a little bit.
I told him, make sure your hair is
You embarrassed him. He's like,
Oh,
No,
he
he's
gets this on daily
No.
basis.
groomed
Please.
and nice. Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, so when you brush your hair, right? Hair comes out, right? It's
Okay,
not like
yeah.
you know, it's natural process. The dogs have to be brushed too, so the hair comes out. If you don't brush the dog and then you do it once a month, once in 2 months, you're gonna have these freely like batches of the
oh
hair.
yeah, no.
falling out.
She'll take him to get a bath and brush him, I guess.
Right.
But they have a place right by my house, so instead of doing it in my bathtub, they go. It's in the back of a pet store, and you know that's cool. Cause
Yeah, it's important.
Well, now we have a connection.
we do. You checked?
No, he's pointing at Chris.
Oh.
Yeah, you forgot your guests.
Sorry.
Like,
Sorry.
but I said to my vet, what do you got to keep the hair in? And he said a plastic bag. Now, would you recommend that? Would you recommend
Jerk.
that?
That's not right.
Do you mind if we take a break real quick? No,
I
go
think
to one
we're
of our
gonna break anyway,
commercials.
we'll
Go to
bring
one
up-
of our commercials, and then
No,
come
well,
back.
let's wait
and
a
then
few
come
more
back.
seconds to break, and then we're gonna bring Amy on.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
All right. So now, what areas do you cover? So if our viewers want to get
We
there,
cover all of Long Island.
Yeah.
all of Long
All
Island.
of Long Island, and all the way from Jupiter, Florida, down to
Oh, wow.
West Palm.
Okay.
And the name is
The Rough Life
And
Mobile.
what is the website?
www.theroughlifemobile.com.
RUFF?
RUFF Life, or just Google The Rough Life, or
Got it.
find us on Instagram.
Well, look
The
at that.
Rough
And they
Life.
come right to your house, right to your...
Yeah.
You can book online.
And if you use Marquetta, MARKETA,
MARKETA
25,
25.
you get $25 off your
Whoa!
appointment, and you get Marquetta.
And you get Marquetta.
Wow. Yes.
But he has another groomers. They're absolutely
We have
perfect.
20 groomers. They're
Yes.
all amazing.
They are
Obviously, this is
unbelievable.
one of
Last
20.
question. What do you do with a rough animal, a dog that's extremely aggressive? Do you not... Some people call you...
You can't groom them.
You
They
muzzle 'em?
actually do. Well, muzzling's always going to be the last resort that we try to do,
Yeah.
only because it goes into it with that attitude, and the dogs, it doesn't end up being that successful. But usually, we're known for doing very dogs that either are aggressive or just a lot of medical issues, because for somebody to pay a premium for a van to come there and do the service in front of their house,
Right.
there's a reason why. Ladies pay $900 to sedate her dog because vets aren't groomers, so for them to do the job, they have to sedate
crazy.
the dog.
Yeah.
Our groomers, it's one-on-one right in front of the house. They're very careful, and it's usually 99% successful.
Good.
as far
Wow,
as
you guys,
getting it done.
were great. Thank you for coming down.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thank
No,
you.
I mean, Margetta said, she goes, you want me to bring Chris? She says, I think he'll be right. She said, but she said, let me bring him. And you were great.
He's
Thank
the
you.
best. I know. I wish I really could.
And
come.
you
It
were
would be
great.
fun. I'm always great.
All right.
All
We'll
right.
be
Well,
right
thank
back.
you,
Thank you
guys.
very
Yeah,
much,
thank
guys.
you.
We'll be
Thank
right
you,
back with
guys.
Amy Byer. Said it right, Amy Byer.
I'm sorry to bother you, but I have 30 seconds to give you a very important message. My name is Arthur Lee. I'm the CEO and inventor of LifeVac, a simple choking rescue device that could save a life in a choking emergency. We've saved over 3,000 lives now, but we're not there. 5,000 people a year choke to death, one child every 5 days. Please consider protecting your family in a choking emergency with LifeVac. Go to lifevac.net today. Thank you for your time.
Hi, I'm Michael Barasch. Today is National First Responders Day. At Barasch McGarry, it's an honor to represent over 25,000 responders in every single state who participated in the rescue and recovery operations at the World Trade Center, at the Pentagon, and at Shanksville after the terrible attacks of 9/11. But 9/11 didn't end on 9/11. Responders are still getting sick and dying every single day. To the firefighters, the police officers, the EMTs, the paramedics, the fire inspectors, to all of you who keep us safe day after day, thank you for everything you do. You're taking great care of others. It's now time to take care of yourselves too. Please be each other's advocate so all 9/11 responders get the health care and compensation they deserve. Both the health program and the victim fund have been fully funded. I assure you, you won't be taking away from others. Protect yourselves, protect your families. It's a privilege to represent you.
Oh, out.
And we're back.
Yes.
Laughter Saves Lives live with Amy. Amy wants to do a live. Do a live. Laughter Saves Lives live. You don't do. You see, guilted into it. You don't do any lives, right? You sit there with your mother and
on the opening.
you sit there with your mother and your sister, and they hammer you. Those ladies. They don't give you a break. If you ever got the opportunity, people, the show before us, Guilted Into It, Amy Byers on with our friends
Great.
Roseanne Sorrentino, her
and
daughter
Bridget
Kavanaugh, and her mother Judy. What's
Lavrari.
Judy's what?
Lavrari.
Very.
So Amy Byers here. Now let me tell you why Amy's here. Amy, you hear something?
I do.
Who's got something on back there?
Is it T?
We got a live show here. Is that my phone?
I hear you.
Amy has saved the day.
Yes.
Amy has agreed to do the decorations for the Laughter Saves Lives Almost Gala. Now, first thing, I'm going to ask Amy her opinion because I'm getting the opinion from my family. Next year, we don't call it the Almost Gala. Too confusing. People are like, what should I wear? Am I wearing heels? Am I wearing this?
Oh, right.
It was supposed to be a joke on we're blue collar. We don't run a gala.
Right.
We have an Almost Gala. So maybe
I'm
we'll
overdressed.
I get it.
So maybe we'll call it like the big comedy fundraiser or something silly, like, the laughter, whatever. Laughter Saves Lives extravaganza.
An extravaganza
Yeah.
is nice.
But you agreed to come on board and say, listen, this guy needs help. He needs help decorating this place to make it look like, nice.
Yeah.
Not like he dresses. We want this place to look nice. So what did you come up with here to make? We had a 70s theme. I don't know why.
70s theme.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I went with it.
And you did
You
great.
would be surprised how many decorations there are there with a disco ball.
Yeah, okay.
I went full
People
disco
come
ball.
in wearing a 70s theme?
Yes.
Are you coming wearing 70s?
Well,
I
I
am.
got a whole outfit.
I am.
Oh, wow.
I'm David Cassidy.
My husband is dressing up. I mean,
Oh, my daughters are
this
my
is
wife.
big.
I'm wondering if I should dress up.
You don't have to.
I'm taking a cough drop, by the way.
You don't have
to
to.
dress up.
I'm digging here behind the thing, and people are wondering what I'm doing.
I see him with like a leather strap tied around his head.
Oh, he has leather straps.
Some fringe.
He has leather
Some
straps,
round
this
glasses.
guy.
I feel it.
Well, you want to know what I used to do? Every year,
don't wanna
my
know.
brother lives up in Buffalo. My brother lives up in Buffalo, and they
cold.
have the world's largest disco. It's
Really?
It's the
'Cause
sad.
it's so cold.
I'm
people-
talking like 10,000 people.
Oh.
And you have to dress up, and they come with the high platform shoes. One guy has a
Nice.
fish tank in it. Like,
In the shoe?
it's wild, but they always have a different celebrity from the 70s there. I met Henry Winkler, Cindy Williams. I met-
fun.
one year they had all the original Village people.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's
all
fun.
right. So let's let Amy continue.
Yeah.
So
Go
what are
ahead.
we doing here?
When I went in there to see the room, I was inspired. They have this big, beautiful disco ball. in the
Didn't
middle
even
of the
notice
room.
it. All right.
It's
I didn't
beautiful.
notice.
Wow.
Okay.
So that's what I went off of. So it's going to be white and black and silver.
A lot of pictures we're going to take.
Yes.
Well, here's why.
Wait, let her
because-
finish. She's.
It's all right.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's all good.
I'm saying we're going to take a lot of pictures because she already showed me some of the work she's going to be doing.
Okay.
And it's going to be amazing. And the thing is, this is a boring American Legion hall. This place, you're going to
They're
walk
watching.
in. They'll agree. You're going to walk into this place and go, nice.
I hope so.
I know it. I know it.
Fingers crossed.
And I called you last night. Did I call you or Roseanne? I think I called Roseanne.
Roseanne last
Roseanne. These guys were blowing up balloons last night.
Over 200 balloons we blew up
They
last night.
started, and she doesn't even know she's not getting paid for this. That's what's amazing.
You know what's weird, and which is nice? In the 70s, they didn't have latex balloons.
Really?
No, I made that up.
I was going to say, I mean, did they
They
have
made them
latex
out.
in the 70s?
They made them out
Uh-oh.
of. They made them out of
Wow.
cloth, and they lasted 30 seconds.
Well, that's the question I kept getting. My mom, my sister, my husband, they all asked, are they still going to be blown up by Friday? I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it. It's all good.
What did you use? Or did you use Roseanne? Because Roseanne's got a lot of hot
No.
air. She really can.
I have a little,
Mhm.
it's like udders.
Hold on.
Interesting.
It's a little machine and has
Oh,
two
okay.
things on
I
it
don't
and
know
they
what she was
blow
talking
hot
about.
air.
All right, good.
So it goes fast.
Right.
I don't know what she was doing. I don't know.
Did you feel like your finger was breaking from tying the knots every time?
No, because, well, I
thing
didn't do a
ties the
lot of the
knots?
time because the other two were trying to blow up balloons and they were
Who
slow
was
as
the other
shit.
two?
My husband and my sister.
Oh.
They were so slow, so I was like, blowing up balloons at, an alarming rate. So they were doing a lot of the time, but they make a thing for it.
I was going to say, is there a thing?
There is. It's a thing. It sits on your middle and ring finger,
Uh-huh.
and you hold the balloon here, and you pull it and you wrap it around, and then you just pop it through, and it's like so easy.
You
Because
know-
I was chafing on my finger.
Yeah, that's what I'm
From
saying.
doing them.
An injury.
That's why I wouldn't do it.
Line
I'm
of
not gonna
duty
roll my
injury, we
finger.
call that in the fire department. Line of duty.
Yeah.
I once got a line of duty injury because I wore shorts underneath my chemical protective clothing, which you're not supposed to do, and I got chafing in the cracker area here,
Uh-oh.
in the crotch area.
not
So I
good.
went back and I said to the officer, I got to go sick, because we were out there for hours. I got to go sick, and he goes, why? I go, because I got a rash between my legs.
Oh, man.
I can't even walk. He said, did you wear long pants? I go, no. He goes, I can't write that up. He goes, you're supposed to be wearing long pants.
You got to
Too bad.
explain. It's like walking a whole day at Disney World in 110 degrees. That's how it felt. Terrible.
He wouldn't let me go sick. So I had to walk around with
I would have quit
a chafed
at that point.
cracker.
It's a long day.
Yeah, it's a long day. All right, so we're good now. This I never knew this. They have things for the back of the chair. You know, when you walk into a room, what can you decorate? And there's so many chairs. Who would have thunk? They have
Covers.
things.
The slip cover, like
Yes.
almost. And what? It's
It's gonna
70s.
be fancy. It's gonna be fancy.
Oh wow!
You're gonna have to dress up.
You're gonna have to dress up.
I think.
John,
we should-
John
what I was
Santos,
saying
what-
with the Buffalo thing, we dressed up every year. I don't know what kind of costumes I still have. I gotta look.
You got all. You were an actor. You got all. And you and your wife. I hear at night sometimes you guys dress in costumes.
So this is gonna be fancy. Like a gala.
No, it's not a gala.
Almost.
It's not. It's an almost
Fancy like,
gala.
but not a gala.
It's a comedy extravaganza that's
You
going
don't
to
want
look
people
awesome.
to feel pressured, and there's no evening gowns kind
No.
of gala.
No,
That's-
just
I think that's
morning.
where the almost part comes in. You're not getting dressed up like a ball.
Exactly.
But it is a
But
big
the
fun
almost
party.
confuses people, and I'm caving in. You know, it's been like 6 or 7 years. Like one year, John Santos in the audience. John Santos just came in. One of our comics on the left to save lives. One of our hero comics. He used to be an EMT and used to save lives. And now we and a firefighter. He used to do all that. And if you look at him, you go, you know, when people look at him, they go, really? He was a firefighter? But he was at one point. And he's dressing up. He's dressing up. He's going to be Casey Kasem.
Oh my God.
Well, I have a little job for you. I think I want you to introduce Roseanne, my daughter, and I may be singing a song, 70s song.
Oh, and Casey Kasem.
And Casey Kasem. Yes.
Oh my Lord.
Yes.
I have to get a loud sweater. He always wore a loud sweater.
That would be
No, he didn't wear loud sweaters.
That would be fun.
He wore
So what?
Wait,
$900 Fuji sweater.
Oh, but I'm sorry, we interrupted you. What were you saying? Sorry, we didn't mean to interrupt your show that you're doing from Jersey. Pardon us. Oh, he disappeared. How did we do that? Oh, he disappeared.
I didn't mean to interrupt your show that you're doing.
All right, so what's the back of the chairs gonna look like?
boy,
What do you got?
I'm sorry.
All the same? Or?
Yeah, they're white.
White?
It's going to, you'll see. It's
My
gonna be
picture on every one?
Yes, your
See?
face is on
Nice.
everything.
Nice.
Oh, so you want to know this? I told you the song I want to sing. I don't want to embarrass myself. I don't want to sound terrible, so I'm going to rehearse it with my daughters. But, you know, the Partridge Family. Ba, 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 do it. Ba, 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 ba.
Did they have that in Czechoslovakia?
I'm sleeping
You don't know the
and
part?
right in the middle of a good dream. And all at once I wake up at something that keeps knocking at my brain. Before I know insane, I hold my pillow to my head and scream up in my bed, shouting out the words I dream. I think I love you. How do I sound?
So afraid of.
You think I can pull it off?
I think you got
No,
it.
you.
Listen.
Can I pull it
You
off?
sounded so good.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to pay royalty now.
I knew it. Because we're not allowed to do original songs on the air. I knew it. They're going to think it was David
Someone's
Cass.
gonna think that was.
There you go. Audience can't make comments like that.
Listen, tell them not to worry about it. What's there, 7 people tuned in?
No,
What's the
no,
odds?
we have a lot of
7
people
million.
tuned in tonight.
I'm kidding.
7 million.
Oh, there's 7 million.
All right, so let's get back to the gala and Amy Byer doing a wonderful job taking this event from here and bringing it up. You're gonna walk in the room, Richie, and you're gonna go, "Oh, I must be in the wrong place."
I'm so
This can't
glad.
be a Johnny LaRocchio
I have
event.
friends coming to this show. This is gonna be
The
great.
only friends you have are
Very
coming.
excited.
So what else are we doing? Can we tell anything else?
I mean, I have you know, it's all up here.
It's up there.
Yeah, but the tables are going to be lovely, and I do have I have a backdrop. We have to talk still.
What do you mean a
about that.
backdrop? What is the backdrop all about?
If you wanted for photos with like a little balloon thing on the
Oh
side.
no! Well, we have a Laughter Saves Lives backdrop too.
Yes, I
got to
know.
bring both of them. We'll bring one for pictures. That's cool. That's
Yes,
cool.
yes.
Oh, I like
have
that.
a blue curtain, a royal blue curtain. if
Oh,
you could use it
please
back
leave
there.
that curtain at home. That is horrible. That curtain. That's like at Grandma's house. That curtain that you put up behind comics. Why don't you make a Richie Walker comedy special?
I just
backdrop?
bought that curtain.
You just bought it? Do you still have the receipt?
It's gorgeous, Mike. My curtain is
Jeez.
gorgeous. Thank
Oh
you
my
very much.
God, it's like something you see out of grandma's house.
No, I'm going to show her.
You do. All right, so getting back to Margetta
I
was
don't
here
even know if
originally.
I'm showing
Jefferson.
up.
Did you
I'm
see
not even
Margetta
showing.
Jefferson?
I did.
Jefferson.
And I want to go talk
She
to
was
her now.
amazing. And you know what? Check. Anyway, anyway, so you stepped up for me. You don't know me that well. I know your sister, and I almost could cry because getting a lot of help this year. Richie's doing all the sound equipment. He said to me, "I'll do everything. Can you bring the sound system?" He said to me, "I'll do everything." So,
well, there's a story behind that, and I don't want to go into it.
Yeah, he'll go into it. But Richie's doing all this. I don't have to worry about that. You're doing the decoration. I don't have to worry about the food. Is pretty much taken care of. Paula's making her baked ziti, which is going to be fantastic.
Can't wait for it.
We're having a ton of raffles. We have a night at Gurney's out in where is that?
I love so
Gurney. Oh, you went there? See?
I love Gurney.
Because you have a lot of dog grooming
love
businesses.
raffles.
We don't have that kind of money. Yeah, so you take raffles on that. Throw a good 100 in there. Yeah. Gurney's. We have some wineries, like tasting for 4 with the charcuterie board. What is it called? Charcuterie.
We have an almost $600 bike.
We have we have a nice bicycle. We have an interesting medical kit that medicine in bad places. His basis is who is the first responder on the scene? It's us. Margetta gets hurt tonight. Margetta gets hurt. Who's responding to her? Not the fireman first. Johnny L will be running over, going, Margetta, right? I'll be doing, and you'll be going, HIPAA. John, I can't tell you anything. HIPAA. And I'll go over there. But this kit, $425 kit in a hard case, has the top-notch tourniquets to stop bleeding.
Wow.
Special tourniquets in there to stop bleeding. So this is in the workplace. So if you're the first one there, you're going to have... So we're raffling off one of those. Medicine in Bad Places gave us one of those.
Don't use the neck tourniquet.
The neck tourniquet works well.
Stops the bleeding.
Stops the bleeding.
Stops the
if you have a
breath,
nosebleed.
too, huh?
That's what my family
Stops
wanted to
your
use
life
on me
as well.
with the nosebleeds.
All bleeding eventually stops.
Yeah. So we have a lot of good raffles
Yes,
too.
I'm excited about it.
A lot of good. I love raffles too. We're going to do the 50-50.
50-50.
Always do the 50. And what is the what? In Arnold Schwarzenegger's voice, come up here and tell him what the Laughter Saves Lives rules are for the 50-50. Yes. What are the rules? You know what the rules are, right?
The policy is to not give back the money. If you want to send John a check after the gala, fantastic. If you want to keep the money, you keep the monies. But you don't have to go up there and return it. Don't do that. Fantastic.
Fantastic. So you can't give. You know how a lot of events they win the money and they go, "Oh, I'm giving it back."
Yeah, I didn't. I won it the other night.
You didn't give it back?
Nope.
No.
I won the first 50-50 in 35 years to do it.
Yeah, and nobody clapped for you the last 34 years that you bought
I ran out of there with the money.
That's it. Now, if it was for a child,
I heard about that.
If it was for a child, right? Did you ever win 50-50?
I have.
I won once. I won once at the
I won a
Wantor.
TV, and I also won a huge dollhouse I couldn't even get in the car.
Oh, why did you do a dollhouse?
My daughter was 3 years old.
Oh, your daughter was 3.
Yeah,
Oh.
she stood in front of this thing. It was
Right.
like a real house. She went in through the front door. That's really funny. Let me write that down.
Can I
We
tell a
have-
basket story?
Oh, we got 2 minutes. Quick, tell
You're
the
not
basket.
really on the
Wait,
show,
did
but-
you want to say
all right.
anything else?
No,
We're
I'm
stepping
good. I'm
all
just
over you.
excited.
This is a free
That's
We're
it.
excited too that you're doing.
And
Thank
I-
you.
You're welcome. Anytime. And
Go ahead, basket story, quick. Quick.
So I won a
so much
basket full of women's bath products. And
Nice.
a woman won an NFL package with an authentic football in her basket.
Nice.
I looked at her, she looked at me, we didn't even say a word. She went, and we just traded baskets.
Without
I
anything being
definitely would have
said.
traded with you.
All right, and you would
100%.
think like 2 minutes left in the show, the story would have been stronger.
Yeah.
You know?
You ever tell them a story and you realize it doesn't have the big grand finale ending?
Yeah, it's
you
not
thought
going
it was gonna
anywhere.
have?
Yeah, it happens to me every day on stage. That happens to me. I won the 50-50 at the Wantor Fire Department. And the chief always has me pick the ticket. And I play every year. Nobody goes, "Hey, John, thanks," right? Nobody goes, "Thanks," buying a ticket. So I picked it out. I go, "Chief, I won." Boo, the whole place, 200 people.
Fixed.
Right, fixed, boo. So I'm going, what are you booing for? I go, "I bought the ticket every year. You didn't clap." And the chief is going, "Shut up and take the money. Shut up and get off the stage." I'm going, "You know what, Chief? That's it. I'm going to give back $1. Good night. Boo. Forget about that. But if it was for a kid,
And
you know,
then
something
the
like
year
that.
after, you sent me to run the show.
Yeah.
I
That's
remember
right.
that.
The picture's quick. Here is our Friday night show. Is it Friday? Yes. Those are all the kids from the Catholic, what was it called? Seminary. That's seminary.
Yeah.
The school, the Catholic school. They're studying to maybe be a priest, maybe not, but very religious school. And Richie and I did a nice show there. Maybe they're studying to be. And then the next night, we did Junior Firefighters of Nassau County. The other picture, Bobby. All these kids are going to be responding in your communities in the future, protecting, doing, putting out fires and all that good stuff. Not that one, the other one. All that good stuff. We're gone. We're out of here. Good night, everybody. We'll see you Friday night at the Laughter Saves Lives Almost Gala. We're going to the diner. Thank you, John Santo, Margareta. Thank you, Chris. Margareta.
And Chris.
The Kirk goes up
Thank God
here.
my name
Of
only
the Rough
Amy.
Life.
Amy Byer, Rich Walker. Good night.